All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of Cultural Awareness. This is your host, Big Daddy Steph. Or you can just call me Big Steph, okay? Big Daddy, that was a little bit too much, but you can call me Big Steph, because we got some new and some old for you, sounding like Snoop Dogg. But anyway, welcome back again to this Cultural Awareness episode. I hope you guys are either sitting back, relaxing, or maybe you might be listening this driving. So before I get it started with the story of the day, I just want to go ahead and say, man, whatever you are doing in life, keep your head up, okay? I know times are hard. I know with this inflation going on, man, you seen the price of gas? Oh my God. The other day I was trying to fill up my tank. It was 100, I believe it was 111 or 121. One of those two, right? I was like, man, even in Texas, gas is this expensive? Like, I wonder what California must be going through. They probably got like $10 a gallon. That is way, way, way too much for guys, man. I shouldn't be at the pump having to make life decision on deciding whether I want to eat or whether I want to put gas in the car, man. So I guess it's no longer like it used to be where you just put a full tank and without looking, right now it's like, okay, let me go ahead and put $20 right now because $20 barely enough, man. So that being said, if you are going through hard time in life, man, please keep your head up, man, because 99% of things that happen to us in life is what we have to go through to grow, right? You have to go through things in life in order for you to grow. So 5% of things that happen to you are not your fault. You don't decide. You have family member that pass away. You didn't decide on that. You have a boss that fire you. You didn't decide on that. But what you control and what you decide on is 95% of your life, right? What are you going to do about it, man? Are you just going to sit around and bitch and cry because such and church didn't let you or they fire you? Or are you just going to get up, be like, hey, just another day, man. I'm happy to be alive and I got to put some work in. That's just how we all have to look at life, right? Things happen that are out of our control. But we control how we decide to go about it, man. Either you cry or you wipe your tears and be like, okay, this happened, so what's next for me, That being said, keep your head up, fight hard, work hard, and also work smart, And like I said, if you're out there struggling, my best advice is get in IT, man. And there are so many ITs like medicine, right? Like a medical field, because they have so many compartments where you can get in and you don't even need to know how to code and find your way. Because a lot of people and misconception is that for you to get into IT, you have to know how to code. No, like I'm in IT and I don't know nothing about coding. Shit, jack, nothing. But I am in it, right? Because there are many fields in there that you just have to know. There are some couple of software like Jira and Azure DevOps that you have to learn, but those are more like management tools. So that being said, if you are listening to this podcast, what I need you to get is fight hard back at life, man. Make decision about your life and go about it. Don't be scared of anything. Don't be afraid of anything. Maybe you needed to hear this message for you to make that big decision, man. The only thing is this. I always like to say it. I hate it when I have to go ask people for advice about life-changing decision, and then when you go there they give you an advice, then you come and apply it doesn't work, then you cry and you start bitching about it and say, hey, I failed because such and church gave me the bad advice. I wanted to do XYZ. So the best way to go about things is pay attention, make an educated decision, and at the end of the day, the decision come up to you, right? You have to be the one making decision when your life is at stake. So most of the time, at least 99.9% of the time, I make decision regarding my life because, okay, if I make this decision, it turns out not to work out, guess what? I'm the only person to blame on that. I don't blame it on nobody. I blame it on myself, because why? I wasn't man enough to make that decision. But most of the time you will realize that when you make that decision, you learn something along the way, right? You just don't make a decision, go through it fair, and that's it. No, you learn something along the way. Maybe you go and the route A, or a route that you wanted to take didn't work out, but you discover a B route that takes you to the promised land. That is how I look at things. So always make sure you make your own decision. That being said, let's go to the story of the day, man, because today's story of the day is crazy. So check this out. There's a man, let's call him Peter. Peter is going out with this girl. Let's call her Mary. So he's going out with this girl in Africa, right? And he started dating her or whatever. 3 months into the relationship, he found out that he was accepted by the U.S. government to move to America, right? And this is where, anyway, I don't want to go ahead and spill the story. So he found out that, you are qualified to move in America. So he goes and does his paperwork, and boom, yeah, he's ready to travel. So before he traveled, 3 months in the, like I said, he been with this girl for 3 months, but he told her like, hey, look, I'm dreaming of traveling, so at any point of time I could be going to the US. And she said okay, but at the beginning the girl, like, they had an agreement that the girl will stay on birth control, that Mary will stay on birth control. So Mary was doing her part on staying on birth control until the day her boyfriend come. I don't even know if they want to call it boyfriend. He said they were fucking, so they were just having sex, right? So the day comes where he come and be like, hey, I finally found out I'm moving to the US, so let's keep friends, but if you have to do your life, because I'm moving to the US. Who knows, I'm probably going to meet somebody out there. The girl was like, cool, so let's keep kicking it. So they kept kicking it, and the girl went off birth control. And right before he moved to the US, the girl is pregnant. Right? So this is now another 3 months. So 6 months into the relationship, the girls get pregnant. And when he land in the US and he started calling the girl, she said, yeah, I'm pregnant with your baby. I trapped you on purpose because I wanted us to have something. So now he's mad at first, because he said, how you cannot just trap somebody, a man, thinking that he will stay with you just because you have a child. And that is the misconception that a lot of women make, right? What happened next is he decided to man up and still pay. Like, while here in the US, he's working and he's sending her money back home to make sure that she's okay with the baby and everything. But he tells her, hey, if you have a relationship, then you need to pursue that relationship and go with somebody else. But I'm just going to take care of my child like a man is supposed to. Okay, kudos to that. He's taking care of his child. Now, while he's in the US, guess what? He met another girl. And now, this girl, as I'm speaking right now today, is his fiancée of 3 years. So they've been together. So he been over, like, he been here for a little longer than that. But he's fiancé with this girl. He been fiancé with her recently, and he moved back home to go ask for her hand. But he had told the girl that he had another child with another woman back home. So he gets back home with the girl and go to see his baby mama. While he goes to see his baby mama, oh my God, you will not believe this. He get there and realize that his new girl, or his fiancée, and his baby mama, Mary, are cousin. First cousin. Like, first cousin. The dude is, the man is dead. The man is dead. Sorry if I'm lagging. The man is dead. Because he didn't know that this girl he met in the US, her cousin was his baby mama. And he never showed the picture of the girl to his baby mama. He kept showing the picture of his son to his fiancée. He never showed the picture of his baby mama to his fiancée. So she knew about the son, but she never bothered to look at the picture of what his old baby mama looked like, right? So now he get in Cameroon to go ask for his fiancee hand to the parent because, again, this is cultural awareness, right? So in African custom, like I mean, I don't think it's just African custom. Even here in the U.S., before you marry a girl, you have to go ask for her hand to her parent, right? Which is what he was going to do, and then it turns out that they are first cousin, right? He doesn't know what to do. Why? Because when he get there and they realize what the situation is, the baby mama wants him back. She said no, she wants to be with him. His fiancée wants to be obviously with him, but the parent of his baby mama are telling the parent of the fiancé that no, he had a child with our daughter. We will not let him marry your daughter. So the father is telling his little sister, who is the mother of the fiancé, that I will not let that guy marry your daughter because he already has a child with my daughter. And now the little sister of the father is saying, hey, why are you trying to ruin my daughter's happiness? So now the family is divided because now nobody. So there's one side for the marriage with his fiancée, and there's the other side not for it just because the baby mama is involved and they are cousins. So the dude doesn't know what to do. Now, you heard the story correctly. What do you guys think? Isn't this a messed up situation? Oh my God. I didn't even know how to reply to this story. I was like, man. The dude said he always told the baby mama they were having fun, they were, kicking it or whatever. Yeah, she trapped him by having the child, but he didn't ask for it. And yet, even like that, he took care of the baby and he's still taking care of the baby. So I told him, first of all, you need to verify that that child is yours, right? You need to make sure that the child that the baby mama is coming is yours, that you've been taking care of. Make sure that, you do some type of DNA test and be sure that the child is yours. Now, with your fiancé, I don't know how that's going to go because he told me that the fiancé is also pregnant, like they are expecting right now, and he doesn't know how to go about it. And quite frankly, the parent of the baby mama said that he should go find somebody. He's not going to marry the fiancé because they will not let that happen. And they will not come to that wedding or whatever. And this is the older brother to the mother of the fiancé. So, like, her mother is the little sister to the father of the baby mama. So now you can understand that they are all in a twisted type relationship. And the guy said he loves his fiancée and that's who he sees himself with and that's who he wants to marry. But yet the father of the baby mama said, no, they are cousins. You are not going to marry one and leave the other one. So, okay, let me remind some people of this. In Africa, at least, most part of Africa, polygamy is legal. It's like a written law. Just like here in the U.S., there's, I don't know if there's a law against polygamy, but in Africa, there's a law for polygamy. So when you want to get married in most countries in Africa, they give you a choice. The choice goes to the man and the woman. Like, hey, do you want to get a monogamy relationship or a polygamy relationship? Then the couple gets to choose, right? Usually the man, and the woman has to be okay with it. Most of the time, women will accept polygamy relationship because they say a man is going to step out no matter how you do. He might as well make it legal. So a man is going to step out no matter what you do, so you might as well make it legal. So that is what usually goes on, right? But that being said, what do you guys think about the story of the day? Because I myself, I was a little bit baffled by it. I didn't know what to say. Like, what kind of advice do you give to the man, man? It's like, you're in a situation. I asked him, can you afford to leave both? He said no, like, because he loves his fiancée and he wants to be with her. But so, if you love your fiancée, you want to be with her. And we know how African work, right? In Africa, when you are getting married, you need to have blessings from the whole family, right? For the most part, the main people important. And in this one, the father to the baby mama is the older brother to the mother of the fiancé. So you can understand that he really needs his blessing. And unfortunately, he's not going to get it just because the father is like, nope, you had a baby with my daughter, you should marry her. And the parent of the fiance is like, nope, you are trying to ruin our daughter happiness. Why can't you let him marry his fiance? They didn't know that they were fiance, that they were cousin, which is true. The guy didn't know until they recently, when he went to Africa to try to ask for her hand. So what should we give as advice to this guy? Because I don't know. I am a little bit caught up. But what I could say is to his baby mama, don't think that by having a child with a man just because he goes to America or because he has money means that you will have the man just because you have a child with him. Nope, that's not how it works. We've seen people that would rather go through hell on child support than staying with you. So the thing is, you need to have a child with a man that is going to be present, a man that wants to be there, especially when you did it on purpose. Because we can understand that accident happened, and then yes, accident happened, is there, then you handle it like you're supposed to. But when you set somebody up on purpose just because you think, oh, he's going to go to America, eventually he will come back. What if he was here and he was homeless? How will you handle that? So no, like I'm not okay with that one. You do not trap a man just because you think he will stay. Because no matter what you do, a man, if he doesn't love you, he's gonna go. And this is a quote that I got recently, right? And I hope it makes sense. So they say, in their young age, a man have sex with who he can, while a woman have sex with who she wants. So she have choices. But in their later age, it's the reverse order. A woman, because you have this pressure of society, pressure of family, that's like, what are you waiting for to get married? What are you waiting for to have kids? Now, a woman get married with who she can, while the man marry who he wants. Why? Because one person, the male in this case, has to go through all the struggle of life, because a man is the one obviously asking women in marriage, not the other way around. So the struggle of a man happened first, while the struggle of a woman happened last, right? Let's keep that quote in mind, man. A man marry who he can, while a woman marry who she wants. But later on in life, a man will marry who he wants, while a woman will marry who she can, right? Because later on, man, what is the trend? Older men like to go a little bit toward younger women. So if you're already at that age where the flower is, I guess, going rusty or like going bad, not going bad, but like, they say women are like flower, right? So you are in your young age, you shiny, everything is, I guess, tight or whatever, and then later on, hey, have you ever seen a mushroom in the sun after the sun burned it up? Okay, let me not go there. So that is what I'm saying, man. So that being said, thank you for listening to this podcast episode. Feel free to leave us comment and everything, and I will reply to all of your comment. That being said, you guys have a great day. Stay strong. Keep your head up. Whatever you do in life, make sure that you make decision on your own. And that being said, peace. God bless.